On March 21, 2023, Brendan Kalashiran, known as one of South Africa's major drug lords and founder of the 11th Street Gang, was driving his black Volkswagen Amarok on Peter Road at 2 p.m. Suddenly, two men armed with military-grade weapons emerged from another moving vehicle, and chaos erupted. Time seemed to stand still for a moment as Brendan tried to save himself and his family, who were also in the car, but his fate appeared inevitable. This is the story of the attack that brought down one of South Africa's most powerful and feared gang leaders. Brendan's story begins in the suburbs of Chatsworth, a neighborhood in Durban, South Africa. For many young people in these areas, gang life is a path they take in an attempt to escape the hardships of their environment. There is often debate about how these youths end up in such situations. Some blame inequalities in opportunity, while others challenge this view and point to the character of the individuals themselves. But one thing is certain, once you choose to enter this black hole, the only way out is death, and in most cases, a violent one. Brendan had his first encounter with gang life in the year 2000 while working at a clothing factory. It was then that he began collaborating with Calvin Naidu, who ran clothing stores in Chatsworth and Phoenix that were, in reality, fronts for a drug trafficking operation. This period marked Brendan's entry into the world of gangs and organized crime, which would eventually lead him to become a prominent drug lord in Durban. After working with Calvin Naidu, Brendan took a step toward criminal leadership when Naidu and his bodyguard were killed in a drive-by shooting carried out by the Three Boys gang in 2008. This event left a power vacuum in the control of drug trafficking in Chatsworth. Brendan seized this opportunity to consolidate his power. He left the clothing business and founded a nightclub, which he used as a base to plan the expansion of his criminal operations. However, he faced a problem, though. Before we continue, please subscribe and leave a like for more videos. The problem was another gang. The Three Boys was also vying for control of the territory. Brendan and the Three Boys sparked a gang war that lasted 2 years and resulted in significant casualties. However, when two forces collide, one is destined to be destroyed. Finally, Brendan became the dominant leader of Chatsworth's underworld and established the 11th Street Gang, named after the street where he grew up. From this position, he transformed his business into a wholesale drug operation, distributing large quantities of heroin to other gangs in Durban and solidifying his status as a powerful drug lord. Meanwhile, Brendan made no effort to hide his wealth. On social media, he frequently posted videos on Facebook showcasing his glamorous lifestyle, including cars, money, and weapons. In one birthday party photo, he celebrated with a cake decorated to look like dollar bills and openly displayed the 26 gang code. He also shared photos and videos with gang leaders, including members of the notorious Wentworth cartel. On social media, Brendan also appeared in photos and videos alongside other gang leaders, such as Kyle Pretorius, known for his ties to criminal activities. In one video, Brendan can be seen near a DJ booth, dancing with his shirt unbuttoned, while Pretorius holds a stack of cash. As his empire grew and the body count rose, organized crime and anti-gang units began to focus on Brendan around 2020. In January 2021, his residence in Trennan's Park, a well-known area in Chatsworth, was raided by a multidisciplinary police team comprising Durban's anti-gang unit, the National Intervention Unit, and Durban Metropolitan Police. Armed with a search warrant, numerous police officers wearing balaclavas and carrying automatic weapons stormed the residence shortly after midnight. The balcony railing of the house was adorned with the name of the 11th Street Gang. With flashlights cutting through the darkness, the officers searched the property for the alleged leader, forcing several of his associates, caught off guard, to lie face down on the floor as they inspected the premises. Eventually, they found Brendan in one of the rooms. After securing the area, they arrested him and escorted him to an unmarked police vehicle parked outside. Kalashiran was charged with the murder of Alan Pillar, who was gunned down outside a tavern in Chatsworth in June 2018. He was also linked to the 2008 drive-by shooting that killed Gerald Aramugam. In addition, he faced charges of drug possession, unregistered firearms, attempted murder, and murder. However, police were unable to make any of these charges stick. Reports suggested that Brendan had numerous police officers on his payroll. It was an open secret that he paid bribes to officers at the Chatsworth police station, allowing him to stay one step ahead of the law. Despite everything, Brendan continued posting videos on social media, dealing with other gangs, and mocking rival gang leaders. But as the saying goes, when you play with fire, you eventually get burned. And that's exactly what happened to Brendan. As they drove down the street, two armed men approached the left and right sides of the vehicle and opened fire. The car was struck by over 50 rounds of machine gun ammunition. CCTV footage from a nearby business shows a white Toyota Bakkie, allegedly used by the attackers, speeding away quickly after the shooting. Seconds later, the family's black Amarok, already riddled with bullets, collided with a white vehicle on the other side of the street before coming to a stop. The attackers wanted to ensure the family did not survive, so the Toyota Bakkie returned a few seconds later. One of the suspects exited the vehicle, armed with an AK-47, and repeatedly fired at the car before getting back into the Bakkie and fleeing the scene. Although before we finish, what happened to Brendan's gang after his death? After Brendan Kalachieran's death, the 11th Street gang descended into chaos. Without a clear leader, the members fought for control, and quickly, rival factions within the group began to battle for power. Other gangs, like the Three Boys, seized the opportunity to try and take over their territories in drug operations. The lack of leadership caused the gang to fragment, with smaller groups trying to survive at the expense of others. The authorities, recognizing the weakness of 11th Street, ramped up raids, but the power vacuum was quickly filled by new faces ready to take control of Durban's underworld. Brendan's downfall was just one of many episodes in the endless war of organized crime in South Africa. If you want more videos and stories like this, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like for more content. Remember, there's another video available on my channel. By the way, feel free to leave a positive comment or suggest any ideas to improve the channel. If you've made it this far in the video, it means you're a loyal viewer, and I want to reward you. First of all, if you haven't seen the previous video, you need to go watch it. It's better than this one. Now, I want to let you know that I'm doing a $50 giveaway. In the previous video, I gave away $100, and in this one, I'll give away $50. Otherwise, I'll go broke. Now, to participate, you need to leave a like, subscribe, share the video with one or more people, and most importantly, leave 3 separate positive comments. That means first leave one comment, then another, and then the last one, not all in one. In the next video, I'll announce the winner and contact them by email.